So, for those of you watching the upload and not catching this live, I'm waiting for some people to roll in, so enjoy this clip from Busters for a moment.
Imagine how that would.
Well,
go
he's not
out.
my favorite actor. I think he's overrated.
Yeah, okay, that was the point. Anyways, okay, I
Come up
interrupted
with
everything.
who do you think
So
is the best
clickbait
actor?
won the first. No. Clickbait won the first Sammy. Let's go on to the second Sammy. Let's get through the next 16.
Answer. Okay, one actor, and I'll give you the greatest actor. Who's
Sam,
the
I
greatest?
don't have a strong opinion on who the greatest actor is. I'd really have to think about that. I don't.
Well, how dare I encourage you to
Sam
think?
Hill.
If you have to think hard about something, I don't want
bit
you.
up for so long.
I won't converse with you if you have to think hard about something. The worst show is the second award.
All right.
And
this is well. I think we should win it right here for this show.
It wins the best stream, I think, Creighton. This is
the best worst stream.
No, this is. Oh, I get you. You're. I thought you wanted to be civil. If you want to go that way, I will. You're the one.
Right, who are the nominees for the worst show? Who are the nominees? Let's get. There's 4 of them.
You know that Reddit show that
we have Belland in chat.
Read what other people wrote, little kids, and he had the kid audience. I nominated that.
And Sam, if I could remember, we have 16 categories each.
So what's going on here is Sam's notoriously long-winded, and he had this award show where he had, I think, 17 different categories, and Belland's trying to get him to do like a quick wrap-up, a quick summary, rather than, have to dig through, 13 and a half hours of content to find it out?
With 4 nominees. So you maybe don't have to give a description for every nominee. We did that last week. You could just name the
I
nominees.
remember your criticism last week saying that I should give a description. So the rules have changed. Just tell me.
Well,
now what's going to happen is there was an abrupt. If you notice, the Busters this last episode was only like 7.5 hours versus the typical 12 to 13.5. And it wasn't because ding-a-ling shaking going on. It was something completely different.
Sam, this is a recap. This isn't the award show. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I'm sorry if I'm overstepping my boundaries. Go ahead. Go ahead and riff. I'm sorry. I didn't want to stifle your creativity. You can riff. Just go off the cuff.
Thank you for your permission, sir. The worst show, that old Jimmer Reddit, and you guys should give opinions. If Creighton, Creighton, come on in. You have to kind of fight for time, and that's good.
No, I don't.
Then you won't be on air.
Well, I'm already on air.
Well, but you're not saying anything good. Don't you want to show that you're not an idiot?
See, Creighton and Sam have been going at each other for some time at this point, maybe a couple hours. And Sam, I think, was saying he had like a great time with Creighton the last time they were on air together. But this time he just turned, and he admits something in here, too. After Sam's been on for a while, you can get a little bit out of him. Listen to this.
Start.
I think I am an idiot for being on this fucking show.
No, you're not an idiot. You waste your... because
I am wasting my time.
Well, you're wasting your time because you're going...
You're wasting my time.
When you were a real... When we had a real conversation last week.
Wait, do we want to say something that means something?
Yeah, I want you to be a real
Just get to the point already.
Look,
I think you should just get to the point already, man, and say what you mean, and stop dilly-dallying about it.
You're not wanting to tell me about a point. A man who can't even tell me if he has a brother.
I will say Creighton gets a little triggered with Sam, which is, hey, understandable. That's what his whole intention is. And he pulls an act of terrorism.
Listen,
the worst.
Just get to the point.
You keep interrupting. Let me get.
I'm not interrupting. I'm telling you to get to the point.
I'm at the point.
Exaggerating around the fucking
say the point. We'll
All
say
you're doing is going over and over and over and over and over.
Look at him. No, you keep
Not interrupting anything.
I mean,
What are
wait.
you getting your wife for her birthday? Why don't you tell me that?
Way
Tell me
past
that.
that point.
Tell me that.
You
Are you
didn't
laughing,
keep interrupting
Sam?
me.
Is this funny?
Let me
Are you having a funny time? Is this funny?
to me.
You having a funny time? Who's number 17?
Nah, I'm covering this and a few other things tonight. It's just going to be a quick show. Nothing too extravagant.
When you list, tell me who number 17
I
is.
want to get to the point.
Just get to the point.
You should have been way past the point.
I think we are way past the point.
You passed my nerves.
Oh, really?
The worst show is the next one. Is
Get on with it, Sam.
You know what's funny is every time somebody does this to Sam, so he's almost like Obi-Wan, right? Like, strike me down now and I will come back, whatever, stronger, right? So, but no, he becomes like a martyr, and because now he's got a cause, he's got an axe to grind. So
the next nominee.
Yeah.
The next nominee is With Apologies.
Get your fucking finger on it. Get
I'll
up
go after
off
you.
your fucking lazy backside and fucking finish it.
Why can't you speak in a way that real
Sam,
people
shut the fuck up and get on with it.
understand rather than
Sam,
sissy pussies like you
Why don't you
Brits
fucking finish
who
what
have
you
to take
fucking
advantage
started?
of don't
Like,
do your own
You've never
fight.
been able to do
Americans to
anything
fight
in
for
the
you.
rest of your
Say you
fucking
guys
life.
had a World War
Get on with
II
it, man.
while you
Get
were
on with it.
dissing on
Finish it.
national
Finish it.
Irish people who
Finish it.
just wanted
Finish
their
it.
own country.
Finish it. Hostbusters used to do a fucking 2-hour show. Now it's fucking 12 hours because you won't fucking get to the
Dude,
point.
you okay? Calm
Why
down.
don't you get to the point? Man?
Okay.
Why don't you just get to the point?
Why don't you calm
Stop
down?
beating about the bush, man.
Dude.
By the bush, man. Point, man.
Okay.
Why don't you just get to the point?
Why don't you calm
Stop
down?
beating about the bush, man.
Dude.
Are you laughing? Is something funny? Did
It's
somebody
okay.
tell a joke? Did somebody do a bit?
Calm down.
Dude, when do you finish it?
I thought you didn't care. You're the man who said you didn't.
I don't care. You're the one who cares. You're the
If
one
you
who
don't care, why are you getting so
fucking-
emotional, man?
see what we have here is a guy who not only takes pleasure in other people's pain, but also in his own, or in his own awkwardness. He enjoys, like, every time he is put on the spot or felt made to feel awkward, he starts giggling like that.
I'm not being emotional. I'm doing a bit.
Edge.
I'm
Well, you
doing
need
a
to
bit.
be more
Sam.
emotional.
I'm
That
doing
was
a
the start of our
Sam. I'm doing a
conversation.
bit, Sam, and you're laughing at it.
Bit. Oh,
It is
here's
a bit. You're laughing at it, Sam. You're laughing at it, Sam. You're laughing at it, Sam. You're laughing at it, Sam.
I'm laughing at you, not with you, sir. But let me laugh. Don't
All right.
tell me I can't laugh.
Get back to me when you finish laughing. Maybe okay.
Okay, Ballin, tell me. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
The nominees,
reverse.
the nominees for worst stream of 2019 are
Jimmy Reddick, With Apologies, Sanzi, Don A, but only the part of the show when he has his relatives come on. That's really horrible. That's really
all right.
He didn't mean that, Uncle Jeff.
All right, and the winner
I
of
just
the worst
incredible.
stream of 2019, the
winner
Sandy goes to.
The winner is a show that used to be good, and it's now the #1 slop show, With Apologies.
Thank you.
But
you
not
very
when
much.
Bellin's on. Not when Bellin tried to give helpful advice.
When he says slop show, I mean, I don't agree with him with his him saying With Apologies is a slop show, but I do like the name Slop Show. I think that's a great name. It's like super insulting but very simple.
He was truthful with, seriously, the comic Ian Ellis, and Ian Ellis kind of disrespected Bellin by not paying attention to him and not showing him the respect that I show you, Bellin, and that's just the truth. And he likes you, and you're his friend, but he should have listened to you. I thought it was pretty good advice.
Ian Ellis could not make it tonight to either confirm or deny these comments. Thank you very much.
Yeah, who cares? Best female streamer. Now, the nominees are also the best looking streamer because we have so few dames, to be truthful. The nominees are Cheese Reaper, this very intelligent, very educated, beautiful woman who made her fame here by playing with her labia, masturbating on screen, not showing the pussy. And she
Jarva did this? Is that who he's saying, or is he talking about Cheese Reaper?
turned in a brilliant
I'll be honest, I didn't mean to play this much of this. I got to get into where he gets
Jamie for
fucked
one.
with.
You know,
Oh, here we go.
this Creighton is supposed to be up on segments, doesn't even know about it. I think Helen.
Sam's in shock. He's emotional and he's in shock right there.
Probably Helen.
I don't know what's happening right now, but I kind of
It's
enjoy
probably
it.
Helen because remember he has these little things with his stupid. We have to pretend.
But no one can be let in, Sam, because Hostbusters.
Something's going on, right, Helen? Obviously,
Well,
something.
Well, there could be two people that are playing Mario music over their microphone right now.
Well, that's me, you, Creighton, and that's it. I'm not. You're not.
Uh-oh, Sam. My mic's dying, and HB's not here. Oh, fuck.
That's you do what you do. You do what, man. You've done so much already. Whatever. Really.
You can hear Sam just like defeated. It was so awkward.
If this stops the stream, it'd be a horrible reason, but it's reality. And we've done good. Helen has done great. And remember that
I'll just say that my level of cringe was definitely sufficient this time, Sam. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sam. I can't hear anything you're saying right now.
Nothing to do with you, man.
Tom says in chat on the Hostbuster video, it can't end like this.
I'm enjoying this, though. This is good music to smoke my bowls to. Even though I was trying to get like a very quick...
Helen is smarter. Children are alcoholism.
So yeah, the music ended up beating him anyhow. So you get the idea. I thought I'd play that. I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, here we go. How about this? Speaking of Sam.
Yo, she's still, buddy.
Yo, y'all are black. Y'all are black. Where's your dad? Oh, daddy server. Oh.
You got the whole squad laughing.
Alright, everybody, let's roast his dumb ass.
He laughed.
Yo, that nigga left.
He's no big thinker.
He fucked up.
That shit made me want to kill.
So while I was collecting these sound clips, I had the whole thing pictured in my head already. I like to think of him in this clip as like being a substitute teacher in like a really rundown neighborhood. So just think of it like that. You know, like a Dangerous Mind situation.
Kill myself. That's how bad it is.
He speaks in generalities.
What?
What?
And you know, folks, let's be honest. How many of these on-air people would you want in your life? Would you want in your life? If they were your neighbors, you'd never want to see them. Let's be honest, folks. Let's be honest.
Nigga, are we at church?
What's going on?
So, you know, I'm kind of getting a little mad.
Why he talking like that?
Tell him
I don't
bastard.
dox
Hold
people.
on. That nigga sound like a serial killer. That's how white people talk when they want to kill
Important to have plenty of laughs.
I'm gonna go 10 hours of my way, man. I'm gonna go 10 hours of out of my way, which is 20 hours, I guess. And I want to come say hello to your family.
Oh, that nigga sound like a school shooter. Hell no.
All right, you gotta hear that
That's
again. That was a masterpiece. The way I put that together.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna go 10 hours of my way, man. I'm gonna go 10 hours of out of my way, which is 20 hours, I guess. And I want to come say hello to your family.
Oh, that nigga sound like a school shooter. Hell no.
That's impossible.
Creepy.
Nigga sound like he want. Nigga
This
sound
guy
like he
let
in
me
a
stay
cult.
in his apartment,
For
and,
real.
and I slept on the couch, and sometimes he was a
Ayo,
dope
ayo,
dealer.
what's up,
Sam. Sam.
Sam,
We're
what's up,
waiting,
what's
man.
up,
Bring
what's
it,
up,
man.
Sam?
Bring it, man.
The fuck?
Sam.
The
I'm
fuck?
trying to ask this nigga his
That
state,
was an
like, what's up?
antisocial. Who are you, Matt Stearns, man?
What the fuck?
That's stupid, man.
Yo, this nigga is high out of his mind.
Bro.
I would transport
God.
marijuana
Bro.
for him. This guy
For
took his hand
Who is him?
and his fingers
Hannah.
and round.
I love this because they bought it like hook, line, and sinker. Like, it just so happened. I only did this one time. I was like, fuck it. I'll do it real quick, see if it works. In the soundboard, I had enough there where I could make it kind of work. They like tripped me up when she was like, Sam. I'm like, oh, fuck, what do I do? So I think I just laughed. I gotta hear that again.
Tell him
I don't
bastard.
dox
Hold
people.
on. That nigga sound like a serial killer. That's how white people talk when they want to kill.
So it says he sounds like a serial killer, and then I just so happen to have that, this next clip.
Hell no. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna go 10 hours of my way, man. I'm gonna go 10 hours of out of my way, which is 20 hours, I guess. And I want to come say hello to your family.
Oh, that
Oh,
nigga
no.
sound like a school shooter. Hell no.
That's
Ooh,
impossible.
that's creepy.
Nigga sound like he
Fuck.
want. Nigga
This
sound
guy
like he
let
in
me
a
stay
cult.
in his
For
apartment,
real.
and I slept on the couch, and sometimes he was a
Ayo,
dope
what's up,
dealer.
what's up,
Sam. Sam.
Sam,
We're
what's up,
waiting,
what's up,
man.
what's
Bring
up,
it,
Sam?
man. Bring it, man.
The fuck?
Sam.
The
I'm
fuck?
trying to ask this nigga his
That
state,
was an
like, what's up?
antisocial. Who are you, Matt Stearns, man?
What the fuck?
That's stupid, man.
Yo, this nigga is high out of his mind.
That's
I
what
would
we think.
transport marijuana
Bro.
for him. This guy took his hand
Who is him?
and his fingers
Hannah.
and rounded up my butt, and he was masturbating.
I love that these kids are curious. They're like, him? Like, who is he talking about?
Get his woman in front of him going down doggy style, and he's squeezing on the boobies, and I guess the milk comes out.
Sam. I'm gonna
Sam,
keep you
Sam,
down.
are
let's
you,
take a
are you,
pause.
are you gay, nigga?
And I know because I'm a master's in psychology.
You have a master's in psychology.
I don't trust that nigga.
I
Yeah,
tasted the milk,
For real.
kind of sour. In fact,
Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Sam.
that might be a good idea from the
Sam, you
what
from
the fuck
Idaho?
you just said.
You from
Am
Idaho,
I
Sam?
talking to myself?
Sam. I know you hear me.
No, this nigga from Ver-
We know when we have a bad show, and we try to rectify the problem. You know.
Yeah.
Holy moly, let me turn that down.
You
a bit.
are a cutter, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm a cutter.
I
When
always
I get
was.
depressed, I start cutting. Yeah, you really were, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That is a twisted thing to do.
So I don't know how many of you guys know about Opie and Anthony. Everybody assumes that everybody knows all this Opie and Anthony shit. I didn't know a lot about Opie and Anthony until I started hanging out with all these guys, right? So for some of you that didn't know, this little Jimmy, he's something else, man. He's a sick fuck. I'll just play a little bit of this, and then I've got a Rogan clip to play after this.
Have we talked about that on the air?
I don't know. Not
Yeah.
recently. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
all messed
Norton's
up.
forearms look like a road map.
Yeah, I'm a disaster.
They're brutal. The best one you have is near the jugular.
Can you still see that? I don't think you can see it now.
Yes.
I think I swiped at that once, but kind of insincerely when I was young. I was just slice my jugular.
You're a completely different entity from what you were as a younger man.
Yeah, I quit drinking when I was 18. I'm sober since I've almost half my life.
It was the booze that was doing all that?
And the drugs, yeah.
How do you figure at 18 to stop drinking booze? I don't get that, because I was just starting to get into all the drugs and the alcohol at that point, going, wow, look at what this one could do.
I think I was a sex...
Don't you guys think that whole shtick of, I was a drinker, that was my problem once I quit. I feel like that's just it's a way of scapegoating your shitty behavior. Be like, it was all booze and pills and stuff like that. Now that I'm off that, when really in reality it was that they grew up. They realized the error of their ways and they moved on. But now they've got to blame some type of substance for that type of behavior.
Addict from
But he takes it even further.
the age of, which is I still am, but I think from the years of second grade, I'm not exaggerating, I was sexually active. Never with an adult though, unlucky little fella.
No, man, you know what?
So that addiction was always there.
If you're going to bring the subject up, I got to say something had to happen to you.
I
had to.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You are a cute little boy.
Oh, I've seen photos. I want to molest myself.
Dude.
Blonde hair, eager, doe-eyed.
I blew up a young picture of you and I put it in a paper bag in the toilet stall. Crinkle, crinkle.
Because I've seen your act a lot, as you know. We travel, and I mean, some of the stuff you talk about, I'm like, you have to have first-person knowledge as far as some of this stuff goes.
I don't know.
What was your first, any way whatsoever, sexual experience?
It might have been, it was either getting blown and blowing one of my little friends when I was in second grade, or...
Wait, did I just hear right?
Oh, yeah, when I was I was in second grade with little boys, you jerk, yeah.
Wait. You and another little boy went down on each other.
Absolutely.
It was called...
Yeah, let's hear that again, because that's kind of disgusting. Little Jimmy gets off on, exactly, Monster Rain, yes, exactly. He gets away with a little too much, I think.
Crinkle, crinkle.
Because I've seen your act a lot, as you know. We travel, and I mean, some of the stuff you talk about, I'm like, you have to have first-person knowledge as far as some of this stuff goes.
I don't know.
What was your first, any way whatsoever, sexual experience?
It might have been, it was either getting blown and blowing one of my little friends when I was in second grade, or...
Wait, did I just hear right?
Oh, yeah, when I was I was in second grade with little boys, you jerk, yeah.
Wait. You and another little boy went down on each other.
Absolutely.
It was called Monster.
Okay, that's it, Ovi.
It was called Monster Rain.
Oh yeah, but I was probably in second. That stuff happened when I was in second grade.
Hold on, you make it too easy, because I've been keeping a notepad since we've been off the air, right?
Yeah.
And I was at the Montreal Comedy Fest again, the quantum leaping all over the place. And I went to Montreal, and all our pals are up there doing their thing, Voss and whatever, everybody. And Norton was doing this showcase. It was the Dirty Show or something.
No, it was Jeff Singer put on a show called Confessing
I mean,
It.
It was hilarious.
Shit, I bounced around too much. I mean, isn't Jimmy just a gay guy who fucks trannies so that he can say that he's a straight guy or a bisexual, when in reality he just likes guy booty hole and penis? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like this gets talked about enough.
I don't give a shit. I was in second grade, and my friend and I don't even remember his name, would play this game where we would pretend that it was raining Monster Rain, and we would go under a porch and blow each other. I don't remember how it happened, why there was Monster Rain involved.
That was like a code word.
I honestly don't remember where it came from.
Let's play Monster Rain.
Monster Rain.
And run under the porch.
And and it would it's all very vague memories.
Wait, but that's...
At that age, would it end in any way?
No,
or
I don't even think I got a rod. I didn't know.
Wait, that's second grade?
Yes, I know all that because that was in Edison. I moved to North Brunswick Halloween of 4th grade, which was obviously the beginning of the school year in 4th grade. So that stuff happened long before that. I still remember the first girl. I don't remember the first girl I kissed, but I remember the first pornographic pictures I saw. I remember this girl Janice, whose last name
So he doesn't give his exact age here, and I'm not going to go over this entire video because I have a Joe Rogan clip right here to play for you guys.
I wonder about.
And this Joe Rogan, man, I mean, I know that he gets comfortable diving into different viewpoints, but the way that he is just giggling and what is the word, guffoiling while he hears this story, I don't know. The whole vibe is just not. This could have been a spot where you could have called Jim out a little bit.
that. Like,
maybe not called him out, but I guess so. Called him out. Get him, like, put some social pressure on him to not be so fucking proud of telling these stories.
when you
Tell people to go mind their fucking business.
perturb normal states of consciousness, when you take like the normal way you are, and you start changing it a little bit with a little bit of booze, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of depression, a little bit of bad things, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'll take a little Xanax, take the edge off. Then I'll take a Valium so I can go to sleep. Then I'll take an Ambien if the Valium doesn't work. And you keep going and going and going and going. You're like, you know how like there's certain things you could do that can give you arthritis, right? There's certain things that corrode your joints. There's certain things you can do that make you tired. Like, the more chemicals you insert into your body, the more things you do, the more you shift from like your comfortable baseline of who you are when you're at your healthiest. You change. You become a different thing. And I think pot is just as likely to do that as anything. If you're doing it the wrong way, if you abuse it, I think alcohol can do it. I think pot can do it. Pills, speed, I think all those things can surely do it, but it's strange to see
Pretty straightforward
when someone
there,
starts to
Joe.
slip away and they start to go towards this like very strange version of themselves that you know they don't have control anymore. And is that how you felt like when you were a kid?
Yeah, from a very young age. It was weird, but
Now listen, that question, I mean, you hear that? Listen, this was a conversation about drugs. It wasn't even about. Okay, I won't spoil it.
It's strange to see when someone starts to slip away and they start to go towards this like very strange version of themselves that you know they don't have control anymore. And is that how you felt like when you were a kid?
Yeah, from a very young age. It was weird, but I was very addicted. It was like sexual addiction first.
Now you see the way he wears one headphone off. Earlier in the show, he's like, "I like to have one earphone off. I like to. I don't know. I like to be present in the room." And then Joe's like, "Oh, I kind of like to have both of them on because then I can like hear the other person talking and I don't feel like I'm talking over them." And it was like a little passive aggressive thing between the style. Anyway, that's why he wears that fucking goofy ass shit like that.
Like, that was the first one. I mean,
Sexual addiction was first? But you were drinking when you were 13, you said.
Yeah, but I mean, I was a child. I was sexually active as a kid. Like, fucking,
Wait a second. See,
10
like,
sexual partners before 4th grade.
What?
Now, why did he get into that? Like, that's why I don't remember the segue being like.
You were drinking when you were 13, you said.
Yeah, but I mean, I was a child. I was sexually active as a kid. Like, fucking,
See, he just throws that out there.
I've 10 sexual partners before 4th grade.
What?
It's like, wow, okay, Jim, who asked you, bro?
I've never told you that? Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's like that guy, that you grew up with, who's like, oh, yeah, I lost my virginity at 11, man. Like, oh, really? But to who? Oh, the babysitter. She was, like, hot and, like, at least 17. It's like, oh, okay. Like, you can't challenge. What are you going to say? No, you didn't. You can't prove that shit. So you just say, oh, all right, sure, yeah, okay. That's awesome, man.
How was that possible?
I was blowing all my friends. I was couldn't stop.
How did that get started?
I don't remember the first one, but I remember there's a picture. I can date it because there's a picture of me
evil fuck.
when I was a kid when I split my head open. And I remember I split my head open running from the boy who was a year older than me, and I used to blow him. But
Ew. Let's go back and listen to that little bit.
Remember, there's a picture. I can date it because there's a picture of me when I was a kid when I split my head open. And I remember I split my head open running from the boy who was a year older than me.
Now, some people might say, hey, you know what? Jim, you're an honest guy. You're open. That's, I commend you. I'm interested now. Like, that's very interesting. You're opening up about something. And it's true, yeah. That's dope. He's opening up about something. But Joe's reaction and what he says about this, him revealing this, like, I wouldn't expect this from Dr. Phil or Oprah or I don't know.
And I used to blow him, but I was scared of him. He was terrorized me, but I would. I remember him trying to fuck me once too, but I couldn't do it. Like I vaguely remember I was in the hallway, my pants were down. His fucking dick always smelled like fucking mothballs because he wore. Dude, he wore fucking Budweiser bathing trunks. They had Budweiser on them, and he wore Budweiser bathing trunks.
So did he have like mothballs in his drawer, his dresser
He
drawer?
must have, but that smell.
You know who else?
Is a visceral memory I have of that.
You know who else used to blow kids when they were little? Is that Cosmic Cam. That's what blew his vocal cords out.
He's the kid that pissed in my mouth. I was in a public pool in Edison, New Jersey. This is how young I was. I didn't know that. So I went and I was blowing him underwater, and then he goes, I popped up because he pissed in my mouth. So I popped up. I'm like, don't do that anymore. And he went, all right. I put my foot down.
I keep forgetting I'm muted. And then Jimmy's tell is he squints really hard. Let me see. That's his tell if he was playing. Now look at Joe. He's just throwing back his head. He's having a time of his life. He's never been more hard in his life.
Like mothballs in his drawer, his dresser
He
drawer?
must have, but that smell is a visceral memory I have of that. He's the kid that pissed in my mouth. I was in a public pool in Edison, New Jersey. This is how young I was. I didn't know that. So I went and I was blowing him underwater, and then he goes, I popped up because he pissed in my mouth. So I popped up. I'm like, don't do that anymore. And he went, all right. I put my foot down, and then went back and he did it again. So I stopped blowing him at that moment.
That's
He pissed in my mouth
hilarious.
twice in the pool.
Dude, that is hilarious. So
You know what's really going on is Joe's jealous that he doesn't have any stories of him blowing kids when he was 5 years old. He's like, oh, this is great material. Oh my God. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein would have loved this.
Blowing him in the pool.
Yeah, I didn't think people could see me.
Underwater?
I was so young. If I can't see them, they can't see me. Like that's.
Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't think people could see me.
Underwater?
I was so young. If I can't see them, they can't see me. Like that's. But the photo I have with the split on my head is 1973. So I was 5. So I know at that age I was already involved. So I have an absolute.
He should be in jail so he can't harm anyone else. You're absolutely right, some guy.
Photo that dates exactly.
So you were blowing kids when you were
Good
5.
job, some guy.
So what do you think started that off?
Don't know. It must have been, just one kid. One kid opened the door. The rest of us fucking ran through it. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what started it. I have very vague, fleeting memories.
You know what I think happened? Jimmy used to tour with Dice, right? I think that he had this story. He was like, listen, I'm going to be edgy. I'm going to be Mr. Edgy. I'm going to talk about gay stuff and how I got, and then all these stories probably developed and, probably started out as bits. And now he's like, I can't lie. It's kind of like a Steve Renazizi thing, I think. So now he's got to talk about it and be as flippant about it as he can and I guess he works that community too, so he likes to have that the gays are all about Jim Norton and the trans community. They love him.
At 5 years old, you were all sexually active, you and your buddies?
Yeah, and then he got a little older, 6, 7, 8. It was I don't remember who was first, who was second. I remember my one friend got erections and I didn't get them. I didn't know what they were.
When he was 5, he was getting
He might have been 6 or 7. He might have been. He might have been 6 or 7.
Giant rods at 6 years old.
But I remember not knowing. We used to count sucks. That's what it would do. All right, I'll give you 10.
Get ready to throw up, guys.
And then you give me 10. So you would have 1, 2, 3, and you would.
He was getting
He might have been 6 or 7. He might have been.
Can somebody make a gif of that for me?
Giant rods at 6 years old.
But I remember not knowing. We used to count sucks.
Right
That's
here.
what it would do. All right, I'll give you 10 and you give me 10. So you would have 1, 2, 3, and you would fucking count
Did you
sucks.
develop technique? Did you figure out what's the best way to suck a dick?
I don't know. At that age, I don't think so, because I think it was all about getting you to do me after.
Oh, right.
I think that
Listen
was kind
to
of
these
the goal.
two.
Right, of course.
But there was a lot of it, man. And I have, again, I can date it because I moved Halloween of 4th grade to North Brunswick. So any experience that happened in this place, I know it happened before then.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
They're both hard as a rock right now.
So, do you think that this kid Did you know that if this kid was molested?
Don't know. I mean, there had to be somebody had to be getting fucked
Look at
because there's
that.
no way all of
Joe's even playing with his
Do you
nipples.
think that?
I know it happened before then.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
yeah.
So, do you think that this kid? Did you know that if this kid was molested?
Don't know. I mean, there had to be somebody had to be getting fucked because there's no way all of us were that sexually active for no reason.
All right, after
I just
this,
don't remember. I have too many
clip
memories.
plays out,
Like being
think
in
I
a
might just
basement
play
and then
Ian
not
Ellis's
exactly
clip.
remembering. I have weird memories, possibly with adults. Like it's kind of
And
like
call it a
watching.
night.
It fades in and out. It fades, and I wish my memory was better, but it's just
No
not.
one's really is. You know, that's the weird thing about memories when it comes to being.
Yeah, I'm Jim Norton, and I gave up booze at 18. But basically what I do is I'm edgy, and I come up with stories where I'm like a sexual deviant, and then I'm flipping about it, and I play it off like it's not a big deal. But you know, like everybody makes mistakes, everybody's a freak, and what a fucking weirdo.
Take your fucking shitty fucking fedora and go eat a dick.
Right, like there's all these little shit stirrers that try to convince me that Mike David's got it in for me, that he's subliminally putting.
Now, what Mersh is talking about is a lot of people say that old Mersh uses Red Bar's material. A lot of the same stories are covered. A lot of the same jokes are used on that same material. These are the claims that are made. And that's what he's addressing right now. So people come to him and say, hey, you know, fuck you. You're stealing Red Bar shit. Get fucked. I think CEO would be one of those people.
Shit out there and try, like, it's really the fucking silliest shit in the world. But this is a couple of shots deep on his birthday, and my name came up, and he wasn't very nice.
You just think that because that's his Twitter name. I love Mersh. I love this show, Revenge of the Sis. It's so funny. You've got a guy Spurg and a guy named Corse, and they sit around and they talk about the upcoming problems with the Spurgs. I love that shit.
My name is Martian. This world, I'm out of it.
This song is called Mersh. My name is Mersh, and I do the Revenge of the Sis. My name is Mersh, and I do all these things. Do you hear this woman?
Email?
What are you talking about? Don't tell people. Yeah. What do we have? An email from Mersh?
Remember?
Oh no! Don't tell people that.
Okay, well.
I get emails sometimes from Mersh fans, and wow, I'll tell you this.
That email is what sent me into that dark state last night where I was trying to think of horror stuff.
Yeah.
To go
I
into
got
a
an
different
email. Let me tell you
dimension.
something. I'll tell you this. I'm not going to tell you much more, but listen to this. I got hate mail last night. I clicked on it. I'm not kidding. I've never got longer hate mail ever. It was from a Mersh fan. It was, and I'm not kidding, 26 pages long. I'm not kidding. We put it in book format. It was a 26-page, one block brick of text about how I need to kill myself.
No, you need to get help.
And I wrote to Mersh, I go, do you know this guy? Because he keeps mentioning, he goes, yeah, he's harmless. I go, oh yeah? Look at this.
He's
and Mersh
harmed me.
couldn't. He was apologizing. Please, Mike, don't hold this against me. I go, what? No, I was just asking if you knew him. Why would I hold it against you? Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm just so afraid of everything you do. And I said, Mersh, there's no reason to be. I'm nice. He couldn't believe it. He thought I was, oh, you're dead. Never. Not here. This is Marsh by Eminem. We're going to call it Mersh.
All right,
imagine
so
this is a
gets
song
little
about
dark here.
Mersh.
My name is Martian. This world, I'm out of it.
I believe, just to tease it, he threatens to cut Mersh's face like a pizza.
He's mad. And I think Danny Woodward
Spurg and
knows
Corse.
how great this has been. Gotta go now. Love you guys. Happy birthday, Mike. Kurt Smith.
Happy birthday to you.
Mersh is an amazing. You know what? I will beat the fuck out of Mersh if you guys want me to. I'll go over there and I'll knock his fucking head off.
Do I have to beat up Rico or whatever?
Yes, that fuck. I'll kill all of them. I'll end them. Haha. Silencio. Silent protest.
Wait, they're doing a silent protest on this?
I don't know. I don't know why you would protest Red Bar.
Oh, look, Connor Basculus says Todd's doing fine, and I trust
I don't know why they're sticking up for Todd. They must be in a private group chat about him. Kill Mersh. Crack his jaw. I'm going to... You know what? If I ever see Mersh, I'm going to cut his face into fours. Like a pizza.
a personal pizza, the kind that would be 4 pieces.
Like a Target personal pan pizza. I'm going to cut him up. I'm going to fucking drown
Wow,
that
get this
nigger.
comment. I agree 100%. Watched a lot. I forgot about that. Of the archives, and I love Mike from the last 3 months. The best I've ever heard.
Oh. Okay, thank God.
Well, look, see, Todd says I'm letting the Woodward stay at my home, so that explains it. He's rushing around the house, dusting. He's wearing an apron. He's got his hair in a bonnet.
I'll tell you this, Todd. I'm coming to Arizona.
The house nice for the Woodwards.
I'm going to set fire to your whole house.
I don't know why you would say that.
Mersh is the Cuban white guy.
Can you imagine watching and fucking... Yeah, exactly. You pulled a Kyle. Can you imagine watching Red Bar and hearing this? I'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm dead. It's because he's got people who watch him who are just... They do it just to laugh, you know. They do it for the lulz.
If I ever see, let me tell you something. If I ever see Mersh, I'm gonna take a blade and I'm gonna slice him from up until down.
Why?
And I'm gonna cut him open and I'm gonna rip his guts out. If I ever see that son of a bitch.
Notice Mersh in the beginning of this clip, he downplayed the severity of Red Bar's lashing out, but it's kind of like a power move. Red Bar, even though he's drunk, you know, he's throwing this out here to see exactly how Mersh would have reacted. And notice Mersh did not say anything really back to him at all. Just downplayed it and blamed his audience for showing him the clip, I guess.
You hear me? I've been on about 3 months. Good timing. Some people just started listening to Red Bar. Can you believe that?
I can't. Sometimes I feel like I just started listening to Red Bar, and it's been like 10 years.
I've been listening to Red Bar for way too long. It sucks. Yes, Mersh deserves it. I'm going to cut Mersh's fucking penis off and I'm going to shove it down his throat.
That sounds like
He's fucking dead. This Spurg, this terror Spurg.
It's a good plug.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill everyone out there. And Owen Benjamin, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, don't say that.
No, Owen Benjamin is a good friend. He respects me.
Yeah, I know.
You know who respects me? Mersh, Owen Benjamin, Steven Crowder. All these people, they watch this Red Bar.
This guy.
See, he's being real candid right there. He's probably right.
So, anyway, that was a little bit of fun. And somebody said, "Oh, I'm in trouble. Red Band's gonna come along and burst my bubble." Is he? Well, that's that'll be something, huh? All right. So there were some prank calls done in my name, but I can't play them. I can't play them because some salty language gets used. So here's all I'm going to do. I'll give you guys a link right there. I should have put it in the mother cock-sucking restream chat. There you go. But,
you know who Mersh is starting to sound like is Al Swearingen from Deadwood. He sounds like Ian McShane. He sounds like an Ian McShane character.
I may or may not have to contact the authorities. Because according to the retarded people out there who can't actually like understand the nuance and subtlety of humor, according to those people, he really is going to kill me. So if I have to believe the retards on the subreddits, he's going to kill me. So I'm going to have to go to the FBI. And I'm going to have to do something about it because you know what? You're right. I should sue Mike David for slander. You're right. Because I'm not a pizza. I'm not a personal pan pizza. I'm a human being. A real human being. So we're gonna fix that. And he lives up there where you can't have guns. So we're gonna have the red flag laws. We're gonna take his knives. We're going full fucking England style, guys. We're gonna take away his butter knives, his steak knives, anything sharp, forks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sam Hill in the chat. Sam, what are you talking about? Sam, David. Okay, I'm gonna read your chat. What has Click done? Milk play. David Walsh just did video where he does milk story of mine. David Walsh, Chicago Whitehawk, Manslave 3 video. Click, it was just a throwaway short story. What is... Okay, what's... Sam, I'm going to say what Crichton said. Get to the point. What's the point?
Even spoons that like have the little... What are they? Sports?
You want me to go check out his video? Let me see.
Thank you for letting Starbucks go for Logan. This is Haley speaking. How may I help you?
Yeah, this is Mersh from Revenge of the Cis. Do you know what a cis male is?
I'm sorry?
Do you know what a cis normative male is?
No.
You don't know what a cis is? Well, then you're... Hey, what do you think of the gays? Are they good or bad? Gay people, good or bad? And she hung up. This is Revenge of the Cis. I'm calling the...
Thanks for calling Pizza Hut. Is this for delivery or pickup?
Oh, hi, is this Pizza Hut?
Yes, sir, it is.
Hi, I'm Mersh from the show Revenge of the Cis. I'm a Spurg burglar. Do you know about that?
No.
I watched like a fucking 6-part series about this fucking crazy, weird-ass punk kid. And he files his...
Anya.
He's on...
Anya, I was about to make a video.
Sorry, but it's crazy. He files his teeth down, and then he gets sent to jail because he murders somebody, and he rips the artery out in his own arm to kill himself with his teeth.
With his mouth?
With his messed up teeth. Yeah, he filed them down when he was doing meth, into points.
Nice.
And then they had him in
Makes you feel better about your life.
Yeah, they had him in the psych place, where they can't even move and shit.
Anyway, Manslave 3. The manslaving. I think it's gotta end. I think we gotta end it. Mickey Schickelstein, you are an insane human being. I don't know. This whole thing started because Mickey Schickelstein, a random internet anonymous guy, told me to do something. And when random internet anonymous people tell me to do something, I usually, I listened in this instance. And I went ahead and made a Manslave video. And yes, it's horrible. And
Okay, what? He made a Manslave video? Alright, Sam in chat, if you know anything about this Manslave video, let me know what the fuck what he's talking about.
then I just went and rambled and talked some more shit. But the Manslave video, the fucking response by Mersh to then go on and talk about my dog and make me actually want to fucking fight him. I don't know if I want to fight him anymore, but I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I can't just go around wanting to fight everybody online. It's not healthy for me. You know what I mean? I wanted to fight fucking Matt for Unbleached for about 10 minutes. I wanted to fight Owen Benjamin. I wanted to fight you the most though, Mersh. Because he acted like a girl in a fight with their boyfriend, where she says the worst shit she could think of. Like, your dick you don't have a dick.
I'm really thinking about making a David Walsh documentary. One's in the chat if you think that's a good idea.
You know, it was like, your dog, I'm gonna kill your dog. It was like, dude, are you a man? Men don't do that. We don't do that, bro. And what the fuck? And then after you do it, I say, let's meet up in Florida. I'll fly on down, have a little vacay, get away from the missus for a while. You know, need some time away from her anyway. Just kidding. And we could fight. We could punch faces. We could stand in front of each other and throw our arms and ball up our fist and throw our fist at each other's fucking faces and noses. Maybe somebody's nose will
I
get
like
broke.
how
Who
he
knows?
breaks down exactly what a
Afterwards,
punch
we can
is.
hug. But I was really going to try to cave your... And I know I can cave your chest in with one punch, Mersh. I've seen you without a shirt. Your tits are sad. You have the saddest tits. Dude, don't take your shirt off ever again. You don't see Royce taking his shirt off. He knows better. Oh my God. Royce probably has cross-eyed tits, too. Anyway, you have cross eyes and he has... At least your titties weren't cross-eyed. But I don't even want to fight with you no more. Mickey Schickelstein, I guess, is making a bunch of accounts, going and trolling you, and now Royce is telling me to call in. That wasn't me. I don't watch your show. I can't listen to Mersh. He goes, you know what? Honestly, to be honest, Royce is a little bit more listening. If I'm going to be honest, Royce is a little bit easier to listen to. Like, Royce would do those stupid things where you guys would fuck with... I watched Royce for 1 week, maybe, last December. Maybe, we're talking 2018 or 19, I forget which one. You know, the years, I don't even know what day it is. But anyway, he was trolling some psychic. I found that mildly amusing for about a week, and that was it. Most I've ever watched you. Mersh, you're horrible. You're not good on radio, and that's not... Maybe you're not a bad person. Maybe you are. But to say those things means you're a broad, bro. And then you go, oh my God, you must be a horrible person. Mersh says, I did catch this story of yours, Mersh. Mersh goes to New York City, right? Mersh has a little bit of money, right, Anya? Now that he's got the little show. And he's like, you know what I'm going to do? You know how my family thinks I'm a scumbag and hates me and I don't call them and they don't call me? I'm going to go back to wherever he comes from. Some East Coast fucking